just wanted to. This is my second take of the video because in the first one I I yapped too much and I just couldn't get my point across like at all. I was a fucking mess. So this is take two of my video that I'm making a video on and sharing my opinion on. But today, this video, we're going to be talking about a certain philosophical question that's been yet to be answered by myself, and I feel like it's something that you guys should also think about. And that question is, how do you know if someone genuinely loves you? Or what is that feeling of when you know that someone loves you? So I want to give my perspective on things. So what I'm going to talk about is my relationship with Charlie, my now ex, that ended 1 or 2 months ago, give or take, and kind of share what happened in those 6 months and the feeling that I will always remember and cherish that made me know that I was genuinely loved. So to start things off, Charlie, my now ex, the way that we met up before basically we knew each other like at all, the way that we talked was through a dating app, and shortly before that I was talking to another girl that was not ready for a relationship. It was something that kind of hurt me, but at the same time it was like, well, what was I gonna do? So after that whole bender with the girl that wasn't ready for the relationship, I got to a point where I kinda did not want to care about relationships at all, and I felt like I had just completely failed at relationships, basically love in general, and I was basically starting to give up hope on genuine love and thought that I should just move on to superficial surface level love, especially since I was in college and I felt like that was just kind of a norm. So on this dating app that I met Charlie on, we talked for a bit and she matched the vibe like basically perfectly, and so I invited her over to my dorm room so that we can have a little movie date night. And let me tell you, when she showed up to my dorm room, that was the point where I genuinely thought she was the prettiest person I would ever know. Not prettiest person I knew, prettiest person I would ever know for the foreseeable future. And that's kind of a feeling I've never thought I would ever feel. I it's like I may be a hopeless romantic, but there there was nothing as hopeless romantic as a statement like that in my mind. And she somehow managed to reach those, I guess, expectations, those standards that just she completely exceeded. She was the most pretty person I knew, and she would be the prettiest person I knew for the foreseeable future. But anyways, to kind of skip over all the yapping. When I invited her over here, hold on, let me pull up Spotify real quick. When I invited her over, I we decided to watch Over the Garden Wall. Now, Over the Garden Wall, it's not like I wouldn't say it's an amazing show by any means, but I think that the way that I experienced it and the way that I hold it in my memory, it is quite possibly the best show that I've ever watched. So, back to the question of how do you know if someone truly loves you? I'm going to pull up this song right here, interlude or prelude, sorry, and I'm just gonna let it play out and probably cry my eyes out again. So, I was about to, I was, I was so close to fucking crying, dude. The tears like left my eyes. So, to reiterate, how do you know that someone loves you, and how do you know that you're loved by someone? When that song played for the first episode as the intro to the show, she looked up at me and gave me the most. Dude, I shouldn't be crying. She gave me the most precious, heartwarming smile that any man could ask for. And that's how I knew in that moment that I was genuinely loved by someone. To be loved by someone is to have another person allow you to feel that bittersweetness of life. To allow you feel that beginning, the middle, the end, the past, the present, the future. If someone can make you feel and experience that wholeheartedly, 100%, that means that you've experienced the most pure form of love that any human could experience ever in all of mankind, in all of history, that is the most purest form of love that you can feel. And that's the most purest form of love that you can feel with another person. So, to go back to that question, how do you know? To go back again, I guess. How do you know, or how do you know that you feel the way that you do when you are loved by someone? And to that I say, if a person can make you feel those feelings, bittersweetness, if they can make you feel anger, happiness, sadness, regret, disgust, love, everything, the goods, the bads, the pros, the cons, everything that you can feel as a human being, whether it be bad or whether it be good. That's how you know that someone genuinely loves you. And that's how you could feel it in your heart, in your gut. That's how you know that you are truly loved by someone. So, anyways, that's my take and that's my perspective on love and how I know that I am loved by someone. Hopefully, this reaches a certain audience that, you know, understands and that can fully grasp the concept that I'm trying to lay down. For some people, it might be too complicated. For some people, it might be too vague. But for me, philosophy, philis- philosophy, there is always an infinite number of solutions and answers. There is no right or wrong when it comes to philosophy. But with this question and with what I feel like should be an exception, this should be the true and righteous answer that reigns above all other answers. I genuinely think this is the only right answer when it comes to this. And obviously, it's always debatable, and you might be able to shift viewpoints of mine, but I think that it's set in stone that that's how I feel. That that will always be the right answer to everyone, and everyone should seek for that kind of love within a relationship. So, anyways, I wanted to kind of keep it short. But thank you guys for listening to me ramble. This was take 2 of my other video because I was rambling and I was crying. I was just fucking yapping so hard in the other fucking video. You guys have no fucking idea. But I thank you guys for listening to me, and I think that you guys should be able to offer your own perspectives on the situation. But until next time, until that next video comes out where I just another philosophical question, this is goodbye. I will hopefully talk to you guys soon at some point. But for now, this is goodbye. Good night.